Welcome back, guys. I realized after I looked over my last video that I did make a slight mistake, but it's really simple to fix. So hopefully we can do this as painlessly as possible. These walls are actually supposed to be on this level right here. So minor oops. But it's a quick fix. And this is not a bad problem to know how to do. So because you're always going to learn how to make changes to things. So here's how you're going to do this. I want you to highlight all the stuff in the middle by left clicking and just hovering over it. Okay? Here's what you're going to do. Up at the very top, you all of a sudden get this, looks like two little pieces of paper. I want you to click it. Okay? You go to the down arrow, right where it says paste, and then you go to align to selected views, and then I would like you to click on lower level and press OK. What this does is this bumps whatever you did down to the lower level. See? And now it's done. So that was really simple. Now we're going to go up to the entry level, and we're going to erase this stuff right here. All right, so I want you to just highlight over it and then delete it. Okay. Next thing I need to do is the settings. Over here in the properties menu, you see where it says underlay. I want to make this none. And what the underlay does is allows you to see things underneath your floor, which currently I don't want to see. Okay. So with that simple fix, now we're good. So your low level looks like this now. It's the wood floor with your little bedrooms in it too, which looks great. And then now we're going to do the entry level. So that wasn't too overly painful, I hope. If you're struggling, please raise your hand and ask, or just yell for me, which works too. Okay, so now we need some more interior walls in here. So we're going to go to your basic 8 and 7/8 partition. You're going to go up here to the top of your wall, let's go about 15 feet in. Okay. And then we're just going to draw a line down about 14 feet, and we're going to bank this in over here. Okay? Alright. We need to do one more wall, and we're going to put it about right here. Okay? Okay. Let's put some dimensions in so we know how big things are. We need to at least have 5 feet right here. So I'm going to click on this wall right there, and we're going to type 5 and press enter. The reason why we're doing 5 feet is because we eventually need to put a bathtub right here. I bet you like using bathtubs. Hopefully you like to take baths. If not, that's kind of gross. Alright, so go ahead and dimension that this measurement is just going to be how it sits. I like doing nice round measurements. So let's make this a nice round 15 feet. Okay? So go ahead and do that, and then we should be looking pretty good on that one. Alright, so our walls are set. We're going to start adding a few doors here. Click on the door tab up at the very top, and you see you just get a default door right here, which I'm just going to stick on this basic door first. So the 30 by 84 single flush, we're going to dump one right here, and I'm also going to dump one right here. Now, as you see here, I press escape twice, that this door is probably facing the wrong direction, so I'm going to flip it going this way. And this one, of course, you should want to face up against the wall, because it's kind of in just poor taste to swing it into the room. Okay, so that looks good there. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, guys, is add some doors. Alrighty, so we're going to click on lower level. Alright, so we need to add a double door right here. So we're going to go doors. Hopefully this will work. Load family, doors, and double glass right here. So press open. Okay, this is something new to me. I'm just getting used to this. So the door that we will use for this is a 72 by 84. So right there, 6 feet by 7 feet. 7 feet is a standard height for most doors. So I'm going to press OK. And then once it loads, I want to dump this right here. Okay? So it'll look really nice once it's done. Alright. Go to the entry level, please. And we're going to put another door right here. Okay, and we're going to go doors and load family again, door, and we're going to go a single glass, double, single, no, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. I'm sorry, give me a moment, because unfortunately things are not where they used to be. I don't like those either. Okay, so we're going to click on residential here. We're going to scroll all the way down to the very bottom. I'm going to do this single pocket, no, this one, the single wood panel glass thing. So press open, And we're going to do the 36 by 80, I guess. That's the best available. And then go ahead and dump that right here. Okay, and that will look fine. I'm going to flip it so it hits up against the wall there. Okay. Ignore the fact the floor is right here. I'm not sure why I can't see it in my... Not sure why it's there right now, but I'll figure it out later on. Okay. Also, in the entry level, which we're here, we need to put a double glass one right here. So we're going to go to doors again. Now, whatever you previously loaded should be loaded in your doors panel. So if you click on doors, you can go to the 72 by 84. Going to dump it about right here. That looks good. If your measurements match up to mine, great. If not, not a big deal. All right. So now we have all of our doors loaded, except for this one right here. Okay. So I need to get another door, but I'm going to download this from online because it's no longer offered on the program, which it used to be, but now it's not. Don't ask me why, but it's not. Okay. I want you to click on the insert button. Okay. And at the top right hand side, not this one up here, this is a search engine, but this one right here, I want you to type in bifold, one word, door. Okay, this will shoot you to an online place where you can download some all different stuff. There are actually two different sites, this one and Revit City, which I believe I've shown you, and my computer's asking for this because I'm doing this at home and it's freaking out on me. And hopefully it will go through so I can do this. And here it is. Okay, so this very, very top one is what I want. So here's how you download this. You want to click this little button right here, and this will get you into another screen. And I want the RFA files. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this one right here. That says a 3D model of door bifold. It look cool, trust me. Okay, click download. This screen should pop up on your screen. This is the first time I've done it on my computer, so you're fortunate that you get to see me do this. Here's your login password. This is mine. RRWRITH, then LACC 2012, all lowercase. Okay, you press sign in now. Okay, so this pops us back to the screen because now it says that I'm logged in, which that's me. Okay, now if you click on download one more time, this should pop up at the bottom of your screen, or if it's an Explorer, something else will say, do you want to open up this file? The answer is yes, of course. Upgrade model, of course, because this is a 2010 model, this is 2016. I know it's 6 years old. It'll still be fine. And there is my door. Cool. All right, so next step, load into project. If you have two different things open like I do, because I am looking at O'Malley Beach House as a reference, click on the one that is your building and press OK. Hopefully this time you've named it your last name, Beach House, in order to keep things easy. Okay, this went to ceiling plan. I have no idea why. Let's go back to the lower level now. And I'm going to click on architecture and doors. Hopefully yours opened up in the right one. Mine did not. Dump that in there. Now we have your closet door. Okay, that was almost annoying, but we got it. Okay. Okay, next step is loading windows. Now we're going to do this a little bit differently than what I usually do it, but I think it's going to be okay. The instructions call us to go to the elevations and do it this way. Typically, I would load these in the floor plan, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. But the first ones need to be in the south elevation. So you should see something that looks like this. Okay, so we're going to put two windows right here. The reason why they want us to do this is because this elevation is kind of in the way, so that way we know where we're sitting at. So, I'm going to adjust that here in a moment. Okay, so anyway, let's go to the window tab, okay? And the window that we need is not loaded, which of course is pretty normal. Okay, so let's click Load Family, scroll down to where you see Window, and double click that. We need the casement 3x3 with trim. Okay, so press OK, and there it is. Okay, I want to put this to where it kind of lines up with this top line right here. So we're just going to 1, and we're going to go 2. Okay, so I don't want it to be like in this dirt area right here. All right, so now we can click on to our lower levels. the entry level, sorry. Lower level. And our windows are, in theory, right here. So, not bad. We may have to do some switching up to things to make them look right later on, but right now they should be fine. Okay, so now we got our levels in. So, in order to make this a bit more efficient, I need to do a little bit of a change to it. Okay, because right now my window's sitting on the outside wall. This is not something normal, but we have this double wall right here that I actually put in, so we're going to fix it now. Okay, so here's how we're going to try to do this. Hopefully we can get through this. Alright, I want you to click on this wall right here so it goes blue. Okay, you're going to click on the Edit Profile button, which will kind of make it this clear color right here. Here's how I fix this. We're going to click this line right here. Draw a line along that line right there, so we're going to kind of trace that out. What I'm doing is I'm cutting out that wall, which I should have done this to begin with. Okay, we need to remove these lines right here next. Here's how I'm going to do this. Click on this button right here, which is called Trim and Extend Corner. I'm going to click, click, I'm going to click, and click. Okay, so press the green check mark button, and now this wall is now gone inside. So if I click on my lower level, sorry, entry level, no, lower level, it should be gone right here now, which it is. So if you did that, then you're done good. Okay, next step on these two windows is I do want to lower them down. So if I press on one and I press Control and I click on another one, which I'm going to move these around a little bit, I want to change the sill height to 4 feet, and this will lower them down. Yes, this goes into the dirt. Just slide them on over, so you're good there. Just make sure that says 4 feet. Okay, now if I click on the lower level, you can see our windows here, which is what I should have done to begin with, but for some reason it was not working out very well. Okay, so we got those set in there, so that looks pretty good. I'd also like to put some windows in the entry level too, so this one will look a little bit better than the bottom floor. Alright, so here's how we're going to do this. We're going to put 3 windows right here on the back. So we're going to go back to Window, we're going to grab our 3 windows, just dump 3 of them right here. It doesn't matter where, because we're going to make them perfect here in a minute. Okay. Alright, so you got that done. Here's how we're going to do this. This is a little bit of a trick here. So I click the Align Dimension button. I'm going to click on the outside here. Then I'm going to go to the center. You can see the little blue dot. Center, 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 wall. Now bring it out. And I have my mouse kind of right here, and I click. Okay. In the middle of your screen, this EQ ought to pop up. Press it, please. What that does is that makes all other windows equally spaced out. Okay, let's go see what you did. Let's go to the 3D button, and you see your 2 windows right here. That looks very nice. You see your door here, press Shift and scroll, and you got 3 windows in the back. So this is looking pretty legit so far. I'm pretty happy with this. So if yours looks like this, and even if you look inside here, guys, you can see the inside walls and things of that nature, which I think looks very, very nice. Alright. One last thing here. Let's go back to the entry level. At the space right here. I need some windows here. It doesn't call for these in the instructions, but I think it just needs some windows. Alright. So let's put a window about 8 feet off from here. Go another 7 feet over. And another 7 feet from that. Okay. So if I want to dimension this, I want to go from this outside wall right here, so I'm trying to go proper measurement. I'm going to go bam, bam, bam. Go ahead and dump that right there. This measurement doesn't matter as much. These two don't matter really either. I just want to make it spaced out so they're not like these big gaps. Okay, so look at it in 3D now. You now have nice windows up here. We're going to add some more stuff to this side here in a moment, so let's see what I can do with that. So back to the entry level. So we got windows on this side. I think I'm going to keep this side bare, but I do want to add one more window right next to this guy right here, about that 6 feet point. Okay, so we're done with this one. The windows are in. The doors are in. You can see how it's looking so far. I love looking inside the doors. So very nice. Please save. I'm going to do it right now, and we're done with this video. Thank you.